You've touched on franchise agreements, and I wondered whether you would recommend it being reviewed.
Absolutely. I just filmed a podcast with Walking with Waldfinch with Natalia Schatz, and I don't know whether it'll be edited out, but it was very slushy, fell down. It was quite comical. It was out in Hampstead Heath, very, very rainy. Got a little cut there. But we really dug into franchise agreements, and I really, I think Natalia's brilliant, but there's some really wonderful franchise lawyers out there. So I think if I was a franchisee, I would say pay the money. It usually ends up being no more than about £500, give or take, and speak to a British Franchise Association affiliated lawyer, not a high street lawyer that understands sale and purchase agreements. It's a very different thing that is weighed in the favour of the franchisor. But on that podcast, Natalia really digs into franchise agreements, the do's, the don'ts, what should I be looking for, and what is important and not. Why is it weighed in the favour of a franchisor and not a franchisee, and so on. It's all about brand protection and so on. And one of the things I often talk to prospective franchisees about is, well, here are the things, and they're there so that we can protect the brand and protect your investment and asset. What is it that you don't want to do there? And it really just sort of makes it quite poignant, I think, because actually most people want to do the right thing, but any agreement is a scary thing to sign, right? And so but it's really understanding, if I feel like the franchisor is an ethical franchisor and they're doing these things for the right reason, great. But most agreements are standard. There's standard clauses in that, and most franchise lawyers will probably have the same kind of questions and queries around things. But I would absolutely say speak to multiple franchisors and absolutely pay to get a review on an agreement so you know what you're signing.
And of course, if you're a BFA member, the agreement has already been reviewed to join the association.
Absolutely. So you already know that there is a base level of safety there, but I actually kind of go at it the other way. So when I was a franchisee, and actually there's Nina Moran Watson who in 2012 reviewed my agreement on the advice of my brother-in-law, and he said, "Oh, look, contact Nina." I was like, okay, and I sent this agreement to her. But what it gave me was, it just gave me a crib sheet of, this is what I'm signing. And I thought that was really helpful. So there are lots of really wonderful franchise lawyers out there that really understand agreements and just can tell you what is it that you're signing, and is anything out of the ordinary or not. And it just gives you a base level of safety.